Well, where do I begin? I'm 38 years old. I was born in Waltham. Was also born with a condition called Prader-Willi syndrome, where it's a disorder where you're missing 15th chromosome, and we have a appetite where we're constantly hungry, where everything basically in the kitchen has to be locked. So yeah, there was times it was difficult when parents left, went out, and I was home by myself. There was definitely a time in my point where my mom picked me up one day, and I basically took initiative and said, you know what, I can't live like this anymore. I need a change. I ended up at the Charles River Center.
I started working with Andy about 7 years ago, but I've known him for about 10 years. Andy started at the Merit Center, and he worked there for about 5 years, and he developed a lot of great skills there, answering the phones, filing, mass mailings. Over time, then he ended up being in the Opportunities to Work program, which he also worked on developing more skills. About 4 years ago, an opportunity came up where Pabian Law was going to do an internship with him for about 6 months. At that time, Andy had to make the decision to leave a job that he was, really comfortable in. So that was a hard decision for him.
I was offered a job here. First started off as an internship, and then since I've pretty much have learned things here pretty quickly, they offered me a permanent position, which I took.
But when Andy first came to us in February of 2017, 4 years ago now, he started off slow. He came with his case manager to learn the duties that he had to do for his part-time file clerk position. At the time, he was feeding the fish, he was watering the plants, and he was learning how to put data into our tracking system.
He immediately was completely embraced by our team, and he's one of us. He goes to our outings, he played softball, he did our scavenger hunts. He's like any other team member. That being said, I've had this unique opportunity to really watch him grow, and I remember when Andy came on, there was a lot of concern about giving Andy a ton of stability, not moving him around a lot, really keeping him in place. And Andy came on at a time where, since he started, we've just undergone massive growth. We've expanded our office, I think, 3 times now, and we've moved Andy's desk more times than I can remember. And he has embraced it. He hasn't even flinched. He just keeps telling me don't worry about it every time I ask him how he's doing. But the best thing I can say about Andy is he really is one of us, and he will always be one of us, and the disability piece is far from anything I even think about at this point with Andy.
Favorite product job? I like working with the people. Everybody's very nice. We're pretty much in the same age group. Some are a little younger than me. I'm basically the oldie here. I like feeding the fish. That's my favorite thing. Here I'm known as the fish whisperer, where many fish have not died under my care. But the other days I'm not here, well, that's a different story.
We haven't had to look for anyone in this role in 4 years now, and I have no doubt that Andy's probably going to retire with me. I don't think we'll ever have to look for this role again. It's been a really nice way to feel like we're giving back to the community, although I always say whenever someone thanks me from the Charles River Center, I say thank you, because it has been a mutually beneficial program. And I think there's very few opportunities like that where everyone benefits from this. The Charles River Center, my firm, and Andy have all benefited from this partnership.
Seeing him be so successful, and just getting a quick text from him or an email. A couple weeks ago he texted me, he said, "I've been at Pabian Law now for 4 years." When I read that, I kind of got a little shaky and got chills thinking, oh my gosh, he's doing so well. And to hear that and to be able to work with him it's pretty amazing.
In the long run, yeah, it was a good decision. I feel very proud.